Yeah, 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 yeah. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Yeah, 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 yeah. $25 live stream goal. Whatever you can give is greatly appreciated. If we meet this goal, I stay on 2 hours. If not, I stay on 1 hour. Yeah, yeah.
Before I continue with my message, thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the Cash App. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister.
But you got my 40, homie.
I thought you had $200.
I do, but I won't spend Red's money.
You're going to come up to me and hug my neck and kiss me and say, thank you, thank you, thank you for getting that money out of my pocket.
Oh, I'll just hold on to my money because, there's hardship. Be careful.
You need to make a vow of faith of $1,000. Oh, Bob, couldn't you say 25? No! You can't make a $1,000 vow of faith. I'm saying in faith.
Tithe! Give money and you'll get the blessing. If you don't, nothing for you.
Put some anointing on this money. You put something up here. You put... Woo! Prosper. Prosper, I said. See, that's how I know you still poor, broke, busted, and disgusted, because of how you've been honoring me. I'm not worth your McDonald's money. I'm not worth your Red Lobster money. Let me kick down the door and talk to my cheap sons and daughters. I don't want to hear no more excuses about what y'all can't afford. You can't afford it because you don't see the value here.
I am once again asking for your financial support.
Donations. 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 Donations.
Thank you, Lord. You say you want to make a $500 vow? Then do it. Then do it. If that takes faith for you, do it. You want to make a $100 vow or two? If that takes faith, see, I like 1,000 because I know I got you. I got you into faith.
Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Everybody hit the like button, please. Hit the like button, please. $25 live stream goal for me to stay on 2 hours. Let me say it again. $25 live stream goal for me to stay on 2 hours. If we don't meet it, I stay on 1 hour. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat. $5 makes you the live stream sponsor, king or queen of the stream. Also, you could do super chat or super sticker, but you two take 30% off the top and make me wait 30 days to get it. So you know what my preference is, but super sticker or super chat is better than nothing. Other than that, let's get into this ridiculous nonsense.
Hey. Right, TJ? Oh, you look ready. And you look good.
The all-new Kendra G Singles dating app is available now on iPhones and Android phones. Just go to your App Store or Google Play Store and download now.
What is your name, TJ?
Yes.
I love y'all on TikTok. Y'all be having good likes, y'all. Y'all be ready. How old are you?
I'm 48.
Damn. I'm sorry.
Ready. How old are you?
I'm 48.
Okay, you look good. That's a microphone?
It is.
Okay. All right, TJ, where you calling me from, baby?
I live in Arizona, Miss Kendra.
All right, yeah. Listen, y'all be prepared on TikTok. I love it. So TJ, 48, looking good. Arizona, what you do for a living?
Well, I just left corporate America in February, so now I'm on my entrepreneur journey. I'm helping people build legacy wealth. So credit repair, life coach. I've got a couple things I'm doing, but I'm passionate about my nonprofit.
So she literally just said like four things. Okay, you just left corporate America. Okay, she literally just said like four different things. She just left corporate America. um, she's a life coach. What else did she say? She'll help you fix your credit. That sounds like some scam shit. But then at the end of all that, she say, "But my passion is a nonprofit." So what the fuck do you do?
What does that mean? What is for credits? I don't know what that means.
I mean, at 48, that's a cringe thing to. At 48, that's just not an acceptable answer to what you do for a living. Like I always say, they think saying four things make them seem like more of a boss, but no, it makes you seem more unstable. And then I'm highly skeptical about I just left corporate. You know how women like to embellish things. That may mean she was a bank teller. You know what I mean? Well, what does just left corporate mean? See, let's break this down. Why even mention that? It's because she wants to sound more fancy. If you just left corporate, we don't need to know about corporate. That's not what you do for a living. It would be relevant for you to say, I work in corporate if that was current, but it's not current. Didn't need to mention it. And then you start rambling off a bunch of other shit. Oh my goodness, man. Let me point this out too. When a man comes on the Kendra G show with a mic set up, she always asks, "Are you streaming? Are you streaming now? Are you live now?" Something like that. Are you one of those red pill guys? But when women come on with headsets and microphones, she never questioned them because society automatically looks at a woman as good and doing something righteous, and she doesn't need to be questioned. Society always is looking at a man with a skeptical eye, the same way they're always looking at a black man with a skeptical eye. As soon as you walk in, they're like, what's this nigga up to? They don't look at the other, well, let's just leave that there. I'm just very unimpressed so far. Very unimpressed. Let's hear that one more time to a simple question. What do you do for a living?
Arizona, what you do for a living?
Well, I just left corporate America in February, so now I'm on my entrepreneur journey. I'm helping people build legacy wealth. So, credit repair, life coach. I've got a couple things I'm doing, but I'm passionate about my nonprofit.
What is your nonprofit? What did you do in corporate? What certi- what certifies you to be a life coach? How are you helping people build legacy wealth? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Nah, it's so much I want to say. It's so much I want to say. These women, these women watch too much social media. Like, are you telling me that this woman left a good, stable corporate job to chase this dream of being a successful entrepreneur? I hate to tell everybody, most people aren't going to be successful entrepreneurs. Matter of fact, let's look it up. I mean, what percentage of Americans are successful entre? Oh, don't get on me for spelling entrepreneurs wrong. Okay, it says in the US, 55% of adults have been entrepreneurs at some point, and 26% have started at least two businesses. What percentage of entrepreneurs are successful? Being an entrepreneur has many risks, and unfortunately, the majority of businesses do fail. Yeah, that's all we need to hear. So, I think the cap starts at I just left corporate. Nobody in their right mind leave a decent corporate job where they're making a good living to just become an entrepreneur unless they hit the lotto or something and it's like my future is set, so now I'm going to try to be a business owner. That makes sense. Look, I'm not going to say this woman is broke. I don't know what her financial situation is, but I'm willing to bet the fact that she's not the worst looking 50-year-old woman you ever seen and she got big tits played a part in her recent life choices. I'll just say that. This woman is 50 years old on fucking TikTok. Just, I'll leave it there. Let's check out her TikTok. I don't know why I'm frustrated. Uh, okay. Oh my good. Now she's a realtor? Now she a realtor, y'all. Oh, now she's a podcast host too. And a legacy builder. So she left some stuff off. I thought she was letting it all out on the table when she said all that shit, but no. She spared us some of this shit. Ladies, ladies, it's safe to say if you have 8 job titles, you're probably not making that much at one. I don't even want to click on this shit. Let's check out the link tree, y'all. Let's tap in with Tawana or whatever her name is. Your human resource for realty and building the life you deserve. I'm just mad out of this shit. I really am. A YouTube with 2 subscribers in 1 video. Let's see when she posted it. Did I see when she posted it? Mm, April 23rd. So she just posted it 7 days ago.
Hey everyone, I'm TJ Laurie. Many of you know me as a human resources professional, but
Boom, there we have it. I work in corporate human resources. They can't get more stereotypical. Why does that not surprise me? I just worked in corporate. Let her tell it like she's gonna frame it like she was managing multi-million dollar portfolios, but really she was just in human resources.
Why does that not surprise me?
Make this shit up, man.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
hey everyone, I'm TJ Laurie. Many of you know me as a human resources professional, but did you know I'm also a realtor here in the Valley? That's right, I've been a realtor since 2015, and I'm currently with Thrive Realty here in Phoenix, Arizona. I made this quick video just to share a little bit about me, why I became a realtor, and the services that I provide my buyers and sellers. Why did I become a realtor? After a frustrating experience with a realtor that almost cost me my $5,000 earnest deposit, I decided to turn that experience into a solution. As a single mom, that was a lot of money.
Here we go! Here the fuck we go! Here the fuck we go!
Of course she's a single mom. She wouldn't have it any other way.
Solution. As a single mom, that was a lot of money for me and my kids. It really got me to thinking about the type of service that clients deserve. Reliable, trustworthy, and top tier.
See, listen. She threw in that single mom thing on purpose. Maybe people would want to use me as their realtor because I'm a struggling single mom. Nobody want to hear that sob story no more. Nobody want to hear that sob story anymore. It's tied. I'm a black single mom just trying to make it for my kid. We don't want to hear that shit. That don't got nothing to do with realty. You could have saved that. But then again, so many things are targeted to, black women in America because they're easily manipulated. So it makes sense.
Trustworthy and top tier. So I took the leap and I decided to become a realtor myself. My goal as a realtor, well, to offer that white glove service that I'd hoped for during my first home buying experience. And second, to get the deal done. Thanks to a really good program that supports military veterans, I was able.
Okay, that's enough of that. One thing I'll say about what I know about realtors who's really out there getting it, they're working damn near what seems like 24/7. The ones who are really getting it, they don't got time to do anything else. Trust me. Oh gosh. A podcast. How many episodes does her podcast have? Okay, she got a few. You doing too much, baby. She's a Jane of all trades, master of nothing. Like, I mean, even me doing this channel, it takes so much time for me to work on this channel. I don't got extra time to do 7 other fucking things. You really do got to focus on one thing and go hard at it. Oh gosh. Oh Lord.
Earned evenings enough to get where we going,
absolutely.
right? So women will drive the car till, past E.
Me too.
And so it's the same difference. You just get in the habit of making sure you charge for your trips, for your work experiences. So it's not as bad as people think. It's actually better. Like Darren said, I'm not going back. But most of us won't be able to. So I think they're moving us towards getting those air vehicles, right? Like I know y'all have heard that. Now that they got the traffic control under check, right? Because the vehicles will manage that. We'll be in the sky soon, and I love that because then we ain't got to worry about Southwest charging us for bags because they was my primary airline. Now we have.
Okay. So you're on public platforms giving attitudes. So you're on the public platform giving attitude about airlines. Like, just think about it like this. If a guy was trying to check her out, he came to her Instagram page and seen her giving attitude about airlines, he would realize that's the same attitude she gonna give me on a regular basis. Black women do not know how to present right to save their life. Or maybe they just don't want to. Most men don't want their woman sitting on some fucking podcast couch. They just don't. For obvious reasons, I hope. Obvious reasons. And now she's posting the 50 years old, still trying to wear tight pants and belly shirts. Posing, shooting guns. How feminine. This is trash right here, y'all. Straight trash. Narcissistic attention whore, maybe? Girl summer. She stay outside, y'all. She stay outside. I don't want to see anymore. Matter of fact, let's see a little bit more. This is a 50-year-old woman, by the way, who stay in belly shirts. She stay in belly shirts, y'all. After 25, belly shirts are cringe.
3, 2, 1.
Can't she find a man? She everywhere. Of course. She play tennis. She be at the gym. She be at, the fucking aerobics class. She be at the mountains. Why can't she find a man? Thirst traps. 50-year-old woman thirst trapping. Let's just get back into the interview. More narcissism.
Myself, cause I'm back.
We get it. You play tennis. Ass cheeks out? Hold on. Let's go back. That's crazy. More narcissism. Look at the ego on this one, y'all. This is sad.
God, you're sick.
I've got a couple things I'm doing, but I'm passionate about my nonprofit.
So what do we
Credit repair, life coach. I've got a couple things I'm doing, but I'm passionate about my nonprofit.
So what do you want me to put down for your job?
Let's put down entrepreneur. That's what's in
Okay.
my profile.
Entrepreneur. You have any kids?
I have 3 grown children, yes.
How old are your 3 grown kids?
29, I gotta try to get this right, 26 and 24.
Okay. And how old are your 3 grown kids?
29, I gotta try to get this right, 26 and 24.
Okay. And what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Leo, fire sign.
Okay. Your 3 kids, are they all by the same man?
Yes, my ex-husband.
Okay. And when did you get divorced?
2011.
Okay.
2011, y'all. 2011. So she broke up her family of 5 when she was 34? Yeah, about 34. That sounds about right. I don't know if she got married young. I'm assuming she got married young, but who knows if these chicks are even telling the truth. That's probably one of the most effective lies they can tell. Like, let's just say she's a baby mama with 3 baby daddies. It would be in her best interest to come on here and lie and say, yeah, I got 3 kids and they all by the same man and we was married. I don't know. I'm not saying that's true. I'm not saying that's true, but this is how you got to think with these lying heathens. But we'll take her word for it. We'll take her word for it, though. We'll just assume that she got married in her early 20s, was married for about 10 years, and then pulled the ripcord and broke up her family of 5 so she can get back to the streets. Let's get back into it. But I do want to say this. I don't know what she thought was going to be waiting for her on the dating market, getting divorced at 34 with 3 kids. But we see what her outcome was because she's 48 and on Kendra G. She's been on the dating market failing, as we would have expected, for 14 years. 14 years. So it's safe to say she's not a good catch. Or somebody would have caught her in 14 years on the dating market.
Divorce.
2011.
Okay. All right. So we got TJ, 48, Leo, Arizona, left corporate America. Now she's an entrepreneur. Mom to 3 by her ex-husband. She was once married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I need a strong man.
Hold on, I gotta go get something to eat. Let me put on something else until I get back. Oh gosh, I can't believe we didn't go over that. Do I feel like I don't feel like going over this one anyway, so I'll play this one for a little bit. Matter of fact, let's play this train wreck.
So hey guys, what's up? It's your favorite cousin and I'm back with another video. So in today's video we're gonna get straight to the point like I normally always do, but I want to talk about how it's okay to choose you, and this especially for like specific people, especially those who were once a people pleaser. And I have to admit myself, I was one of those people, but by the grace of God, I am no longer that person anymore. And I think it stems and it lacks from, you know, you maybe missing something out of your life. Maybe, you know, in the beginning stages, you know, it always starts with our parents. Well, it starts with God, but then our parents, you know, like hurt, pain that has been passed down to you from your parents, from your grandparents, from your great, who knows, you know, since the beginning of the time, since the beginning of your bloodline. But from what you can remember, let's just start off, or not from what you can remember, but let's just start off with your own parents. Like, you know, maybe if you had an absent mother or absent father, or absentee of both parents, you know what I mean? Like, whatever the case may be, you somehow it affects you. And what we're born into, it affects us whether we realize it or not. And like I always say, if you have been watching my videos, when you're going through it, when you're going through childhood traumas and things of that sort, you know, it just looks like your norm, your reality. This is what you know, this is what you were born into, so you think that it's normal. But as you grow and, you know, as God touches your life and as he wakes you up, or as you know, like you just experience life more, you understand that, you know, that toxicity you probably were born in, it is not how life's supposed to go. It is not how life's supposed to be, okay? So then you have a awakening, and you know, you just try to figure out and navigate. Are you going to repeat the same cycles, or are you going to try your best, try your hardest to break the cycles? Now, you can't run from them, because, you know, you can't run from things that you have to deal with, but you have a decision to make. You can't always blame your parents, you can't always blame your mother, blame your father for what they did or what they didn't do and all this. At some point, especially when you become an adult and you start having children on your own, or even before that standpoint, you have to understand that you have to make a decision and mold and shape the person that you are going to be, okay? Not your mama, not your daddy, but who you are going to be. And, you know, that takes a lot of understanding. That takes It's draining because you have to deal with things that, you know, maybe you tucked away, or maybe you didn't think that actually bothered you, but it does. But whatever, the reality is this: you have to make a decision, and you begin to love people the way that you always wanted to be loved, because they're a lack thereof, okay? And everyone do not deserve your time. Everyone definitely does not deserve your love. Everyone, like, you see you have the rose colored glasses on, right? Like, you see the good and the potential in everybody. But I'm telling you, once you take those glasses off, or once you use your discernment and God, you know, show you who these people are, it's so vital, it's so important to remove yourself as soon as possible, especially when you have been doing the work and you are becoming a better version of yourself. See, we like to go back to things that once made us comfortable, even if it is toxicity or not. It's what we're comfortable in because it's what we were born in and what we were brought up in and what we understand, regardless if the understanding is right or not. But it takes more effort, it takes more heart, it takes more focus on God, it takes more prayer life to come out of those cycles, okay? And you just realize when you get to a point in your life where you like, I have done the work thus far. I don't believe the work is completely done, because as long as you're living, I feel as though, and this is just my own personal opinion, what your opinion is so totally different, but you're gonna always learn something, okay? As long as you have your mind is working properly, you're gonna always learn new things and new people and learn lessons in life, okay? Whether you learn the hard way or whether you learn by just observing other people, but you're going to always be learning. The learning never stops. So with that being said, you have learned enough to know that you are no longer interested in your old mentality, meaning the people that once were like you, or you just grew out of them. Let's just be honest. You grew out of a lot of things and a lot of people. Not to say that you're better than someone or you are this or that, but because God has pulled you out, because you have came to him, because you put your pride to the side, because you laid your burdens down, because you realized you couldn't do it by yourself. So you had no choice but to go to God. And a lot of people don't understand that. They just see you and they see your life, and now they think that you're but you gotta understand, you just have outgrown those people. And those people can be anybody, people that's closest to you. If they have the same mentality, mindset, you want to be far away from it because you are no longer there anymore. You desire more, whether more mean mentally, spiritually, financially, you know, a new environment, a new state, a new job, a new career, like anything, a new relationship, a healthier relationship, better friendships, whatever that may be. You yearn for something different because you have done the work. It's not to say that they can't get there, or like I said, you think that you're better than them. They just haven't put in the work. And while you were uncomfortable being in dysfunction, they have gotten comfortable and content. The difference between you and them is you didn't get content. They did. So they will look at you as a threat because you're no longer people pleasing, because you're no longer the yes man, because you speak up for yourself, because you can read them up and down, okay? You can tell them exactly what they're doing or what they plan on doing to you, and a lot of people are scared of that. They know that it's something on you or in you, but you're giving grace but God has given you grace, and you have been giving glory to God because you have that gift. So I just want to say this: stop pleasing people that are stuck in your old mentality. Stop pleasing people, period. Of course, when you love somebody and you care for them, yes, you want to take care of them. Yes, you want to be there for them. Yes, you want to be available as much as possible, but don't ever forget who you are and what God has brought you through. And then your mentality has changed. So everything around you in your life is going to change, meaning your finances is going to change because maybe you went back to school and got that degree you always wanted. Or maybe you started that business.
The sis was cooking. I was listening while I was upstairs and she cooking. So I'll touch on what I heard her say. Yeah, it's called evolving and just becoming a better person. And the reason why most people won't evolve because they don't want to get from around people who aren't growing. So I'm gonna use this example real quick. It's kind of like a rapper. He come into the rap game with all his niggas, his hood niggas from back home, and they holding him down and this and that. They smoking, drinking, fucking hoes. You know the typical rapper lifestyle. But then something starts to happen. you know, the rappers start traveling the world, traveling different countries, interacting with different type of people, and maybe they start to grow. They start getting into some spiritual shit, and they start to grow. And after a while, you just outgrow the people you grew up with. You on a different type of time. Maybe that rapper he met a spiritual guru and now he on a different type of journey. And now he don't want to be around a bunch of loud, ghetto, violent niggas all the time. And he might have to cut everybody off. And they ain't gonna say he switched up and he changed. But no, he grew and evolved, and y'all not growing and evolving. And that's what you gotta do. Sometimes you gotta cut family off, old friends off. I really do think well, I just said it. Most people won't grow and evolve because they want to stay around the same people they've been around their whole life. And that was a benefit to me that I never really had friends. I was always kind of an outcast. I'm glad it happened like that because I was able to just grow and be myself and pursue my own greatness without being influenced by some niggas or some bitches or family members because I've always been an outcast, kept to myself. So I'll just leave it at that. But let's get back into this ridiculous nonsense.
Girl.
I need a strong man.
All right. So we got TJ, 48, Leo, Arizona, left corporate America. Now she's an entrepreneur. Mom to three by her ex-husband. She was once married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I need a strong man, independent, who has emotionally healed, and just looking to explore and live life. Just get out here and live and have fun.
Okay.
Well, sound like you're looking to be a side piece. See, this is what these women don't get. If you're not looking to be a housewife and you're looking to be free and just travel and have fun and yada yada yada, side piece. Flat out. That's what men hear. I mean, based on what you just said, a man who's out here really looking for a wife, yeah, he's not looking for what you just said. I mean, maybe he is, but he's looking for those fundamentals first and foremost. So when women come on here at 40 plus, 50 plus, I'm just looking for somebody to be free and have fun and go in the wind and travel and yada yada. That's not, that's just a nigga you kicking it with. That sounds like I'm looking for a nigga to just kick it with, maybe trick some money off on me. Not a serious relationship.
Life. Just get out here and live and have fun.
Okay.
That season.
All right. What are your deal breakers?
Lack of communication, selfish, lack of self-aware, and low emotional intelligence.
Okay. And what about
Well, yeah, the reason dudes ain't communicating with you because you're just a pump and dumb. The reason they don't have the reason they don't have emotional intelligence, they don't give a fuck about your feelings. They give a fuck about fucking those tits and getting out of there. They're not concerned about your emotions. You're just a fun girl. They don't have to be, self-aware. They are self-aware. I don't give a fuck about this bitch. They're aware of that. That's what she been running into, I'm sure, for the past 14 years.
Selfish, lack of self-aware, and low emotional intelligence.
okay? And what about money? Should he make a certain amount of money?
I need him to be very stable. I mean, I have worked hard. I'm building this new life. And so I think a man that doesn't have at least what I'm bringing is going to be insecure. That's been my experience. So, yes, he needs to have a nice level set income that hopefully can level me up, is to be honest.
It's gonna be a no for me, dog. Keep it up, though.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
That is not going to happen.
You're a fucking loser. You're literally a fucking loser.
No. You don't get any of that, you dirty whore.
Now, she says she got all those jobs and careers and businesses, but she need a man who's stable to come level her up. Why should anybody level you up? You sound like a boss babe. She's broke, and she need a man to come fund all her bullshit and her fucking credit repair scam business and her nonprofit. So she's 48 on Kendra G begging for money, begging for a man to come bring her stability at half a century. She hasn't been able to get it in 14 years, guys. Who wants to be the dummy to step up? Wow. You should have stayed in HR, bitch. You should have stayed in HR.
Income that hopefully can level me up, is to be honest.
What is that minimum?
Oh, I gotta say minimum. If he's an entrepreneur, hopefully, because we can live. I mean, 100.
Always gonna love me more than I'm ever gonna love you. And if a man wants to be in my life, he needs to spend his every waking hour thinking of ways on how he needs to convince me that he should even be graced by my presence.
I think the just got a lot of fucking audacity.
Well, thanks for tuning into today's episodes.
She's a waste of fucking space, dude. She might be good to come down her throat, something like that, and after that, she's fucking in the dating market. She's done.
Y'all heard it. Hopefully he's an entrepreneur so we can live. What does she mean by that? Probably, I want him to have all this free time so we can live. That's how you know she's not a serious entrepreneur. Because men who are out there getting it as entrepreneurs, they're not just sitting on their ass scrolling on their phone. They're really out there getting it. A lot of times they work more than the 9 to 5 people. Or she may have meant, I hope he's an entrepreneur and he's making a whole bunch of money so we can live, and he can spend all his money on me. Either way, it's not a good thing that she said that. Men who are entrepreneurs aren't just looking to blow money, especially on some old washed up mother of 3. I don't know why women think just because a man got money, he looking at to blow it on a bitch. Let me say that again. I don't know why all these women think just because a man has money, he's looking to blow it on a bitch. Especially one who's not worth it. See, these entrepreneurs who do want to trick, why not trick on my time and not have to worry? Why not trick on my time and not have to worry about your busy schedule? Why not trick on a 25-year-old who looking to get on my program and who willing to clear her schedule to do whatever I want to do? And I don't got to meet her kids and her ex-husband and none of that BS. And I don't got to fund all her different businesses. It just doesn't add up when you think about it. But they don't think. They just demand.
If he's an entrepreneur, hopefully, because we can live. I mean, 150K is very low end for me. I know, girl. That's why I know I'm gonna be single for a little bit, but I'm okay with that.
Bingo.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
This is just some nigga talking shit. This is just some nigga talking shit. And everybody's caught up in all that shit.
So based on her logic, listen up, listen up. So based on her logic, the chances are going to get higher that she's going to get this 150K man as time goes by. Oh, I'm going to be single for a long time. I know. So basically, she admitted, I know it's ridiculous and it's not going to happen anytime soon because it hasn't happened in 14 years. So I guess she think in another 10 years, it'll be more likely that she'll get this 150K man at 60. If your big 48-year-old tits haven't got the job done, your saggy 58-year-old tits aren't going to get the job done. Let's get the donations up. If y'all want me to stay on 2 hours, nothing has been met. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat. We need to meet the $25 goal for me to stay on 2 hours. Let's get the likes up and the donations up. We want to get the ball rolling and be the live stream sponsor.
In for me. I know, girl. That's why I know I'm gonna be single for a little bit, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
So if 150 is the low end, that's not. So that's too low. 150.
I mean, that's low end. Like he's comfortable, he's confident, and I would feel good about that.
Okay, so the minimum is 150.
Yes.
Got you. Cause so 80K, you couldn't do that.
I mean, if he come with a heavy swag bag and some
Grow the fuck up. Grow up.
Huh?
This is a 48-year-old woman. I'm going to say it again. This is a 48-year-old woman talking about coming with heavy swag bag. We'll look at a 25-year-old like they're retarded for saying that dumb shit. So a 50-year-old, that tells you everything you need to know about this woman. You could make 80K if you come with heavy swag bag. And why don't they ever stand on it? Because they just be saying shit. Kendra give them the slightest pushback. Okay, 80. No, you just said 150 was the minimum. So all Kendra got to do is say 80. Okay, 80 if you come with heavy swag bag.
Got you. Cause so 80K, you couldn't do that.
I mean, if he come with a heavy swag bag and some other things kicking it, great vitamin D because I'm in Sunshine, Arizona, so that vitamin D got to be rocking if he make 80K and his personality, everything's got to really be aligned because I find that if they're not secure in who they are, he can be that at 80, but if they're not, it just becomes a challenge because I'm very.
These women are full of crap. I just need a man that's going to be sure of himself. A man could be sure of himself making 10K a year. It's just manipulation. He ain't going to be secure with himself if he make under 100K. AKA, I'm not going to respect him if he makes less than a certain amount. You're going to make sure he's not secure with himself by being a huge bitch to him. That's the part they leave out.
At 80, but if they're not, it just becomes a challenge because I'm very vibrant outside.
Now, when you say vitamin D, what kind of vitamin D you talking about? I know you ain't talking about Sunny D.
No, ma'am. You know what type of vitamin D I'm talking about. I'm 48. Like I am about to go play tennis. Like I was literally about like I saw your live come through. I'm like, no, my profile is ready. So he gotta be out here and active, and that includes regular vitamin D.
Let's be very clear. This woman, I'm, we assume here, we do a lot of assumptions here and a lot of generalizing and things like that. This woman doesn't play tennis because she has a passion for tennis. She been watching these level up coaches and how to land a rich man coaches, and tennis is something you go play to try to get you a rich man. Cause rich old white men go play tennis. That's why she's into tennis. Let's just be very fucking clear.
And active, and that includes regular vitamin D.
Okay, so we'll make an exception if the vitamin D is right in the salary category.
Yes. More than that, if his lifestyle and his, just everything. But
Okay.
that, those are kind of those.
So with that being in mind, though, if a guy made more, let's just say he made 200K, but didn't have the best vitamin D, would you give that guy a chance?
What is the best vitamin D mean? If he is like low vibe and like we gotta have some good connection in that space. It's not like top priority, but if you're once a month and I need, a couple times a week, we won't be healthy. And so, if he makes 200K and he need Viagra, that's fine. But we should be compatible in those spaces. And I'm
These women are so out of touch with reality. They think they're gonna get this perfect man who make money, he good in bed, he like tennis, so on and so on and so on. Look, even if that man did exist, which he doesn't, he's not fucking with a 48-year-old mother of three who on TikTok, who had to come on this ghetto ass dating show. So even if this fictional character existed, he wouldn't fuck with you for more than a night or two. Nobody gets it all. Nobody. But their ego is so big, they think they deserve it all. So I'm going to say this again, like I always say. Even if you came in as Mr. Perfect, you still on thin ice, mister. Even if you come in making 200K, you like tennis, you confident, so on and so forth. You check everything off the list. You're still on thin ice because I'm a queen and a goddess. Get the fuck out of here.
fine, but we should be compatible in those spaces. And I'm active. Even at 48, I'm still active.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
I do like some nice chocolate. Obviously, healthy in shape would be great, but even if he isn't and he knows that he wants to be that, I'm good with that too. So yeah, he gotta look good. I want him to have some swag, dress nice. I'm into fashion, so I think that is a representation of who you are. So
Kendra need to draw her man. Kendra need to draw her man. Tall, dark, handsome, well dressed, make over 150K, emotionally intelligent. Man, are you fucking kidding me, man? Are you kidding me? I don't even have anything to say.
Listen, don't make a scene, all right?
I want to talk to that fucking bitch.
Hey, be fucking nice. Don't fuck up in here.
so yeah, he gotta look good. I want him to have some swag, dress nice. I'm into fashion, so I think that is a representation of who you are. So I do want him to look good.
Okay, we already got the money question out the way, so let's do the Kendra Cam.
Oh, okay. What do you want me to do, Ross?
Let's see your legs. Oh, you look good. I can tell you. Ooh, vibrant. Okay. I can tell you work it out. Oh.
It's not going to be enough, baby. It's not going to be enough. It's cringe that you this old trying to lead with body. Rich men see nice bodies all the time, baby. It ain't going to cut it. You can show off your ass and your tits all you want. It's not going to make a rich man keep you. You're nothing but a fucking headache. You would be there for a fun time, not a long time. What you really need to do is go beg for your fucking husband back and delete all your social media accounts. That's what you really need to do.
I can tell you work it out. Oh yeah, you in
I want to
shape.
go play tennis. I literally am on my way to tennis class, and I saw your live come on. I was like, dang, I'm still gonna get in here because I mean my little tennis outfit cute. So
You look cute. You look good. So when was your last relationship?
um, technically last June, but we officially were breaking up last 18 months ago.
Okay.
So
You don't
yeah,
have
we
to.
kind of start breaking up as you live together and shit. So 18 months ago.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
18 months.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
3 flaws I have to work on. I would say I
Let's break this down. She's been on the dating market for 14 years, and her last relationship was 18 months ago. And I don't know how long that relationship lasted, but let's just say a year or two. You too damn old to still be getting into failed relationships. You're the problem. You're the fucking problem. I said it before, I'm going to say it again. After 30, all the kinks should be worked out. You should know how to pick the right man by 30. You should have all your trauma healed by 30. Worst case, 35. You over 35 still getting in relationships that don't work out, just forget it. Just forget it. The results tell you what type of woman this is. Point blank, period. She's not a good woman. You would think after being married and having 3 kids and all that and living that life, you would think you know what you want at this point. You would think you would have known what you wanted after that divorce. And after 14 years of being on the dating market, you still haven't figured this dating thing out and this relationship thing out. And it's the easiest thing to do in the world for a woman to keep a decent man around. Cook for him, suck his dick from time to time, and shut the fuck up. And you couldn't do that right your whole fucking life. Now you want the greatest man alive. Tall, dark, handsome, over 150K. You're nuts, lady. You're fucking nuts. Even if he did come and try to be with you, you wouldn't know what to do with him.
This woman is fucking nuts. This woman is nuts.
If y'all want me to stay on 2 hours, let's get the donations up. If y'all want me to stay on 2 hours, let's get the donations up. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat. Or Super Chat, Super Sticker, dollar symbol on the right of the chat box.
3 flaws you have to work on.
3 flaws I have to work on. I would say I'm very dominant as a Leo a lot of times, and so I want to be more intentional about making space for another person to kind of have the voice and be the leader in the role. And so I'm very much good with that, but you got to be on point. And so I find that if you're not there, I can't step back. Like I'm going to still be dominant. So I want to work on that.
Any woman still describing herself as dominant at 50 years old, that's who she is. She's not changing at 55 or 60, 65. This is who she is. She's a dominant alpha bitch. Women don't soften up the older they get. I mean, we all know that, right? Women don't get sweeter as they age on average. They get meaner, more bitter, more aggressive, more controlling. He's just not relationship material. Yeah. If you couldn't figure out how to let a man be a man, and if you couldn't figure out how to let a man be a man in a relationship after 30 years on the dating market, just chalk it up. Please chalk it up. Fellas, don't go for this conditional femininity crap. If you do X, Y, and Z, then I'll be feminine and let you be a man. No, thank you. Just go be by yourself, lady.
I can't step back. Like I'm gonna still be dominant. So I want to work on that. I also want to work on focus. Like I like get excited about lots of things and like I want to help everybody, but I also know you can't be great at lots of things, and so I want to be able to focus on a couple things. So
Yeah. Yeah. We know you're a scatterbrain nut job woman based on all the job titles you have and so-called businesses and endeavors you have. Yeah. You're too fucking scatterbrained. Even if a rich man did come give you a loan to try to make a business pop, you be on to the next business before the week out. You're just a you're just a horrible investment in every way, to be frank. Every way.
and so I want to be able to focus on a couple things. So that would be two. And I'm very, I don't know, I'm struggling with a third one.
Ooh. Well, only because I'm on a time constraint. I'm gonna let that one live right now. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I feel like I'm a great partner. Communication is like really important to me. Even if you're not the best communicator, I have a way and a style that, really makes people feel safe in a space. I am really good at love. Like my profile is TJ Loves Love because I love love. I've been hurt many times, but that's not going to stop me because I do believe my partner is out there.
I hope this camera keep going.
No, we're gonna
This
let
is
the
not
camera keep
true.
rolling.
This is not doesn't even make sense.
This is nonsense. If you loved love, you would have made your marriage work and kept your family of 5 together. If you loved love, you would have made something work in 14 years on the dating market. They just be talking to talk.
I do believe my partner is out there. And so somebody looking to live life and just be able to say, I did it all and we did it together, I think that's, is this what I'm looking for. I think the guy would be lucky to have me. I cook, I clean, I work out, all the things. So
Listen. What does it say about women that their main selling point is cooking and cleaning when those are the two most basic things an adult can do in a house they live in? What does that say about what women have to offer? That's the main answer that they say. What do you bring to the table? Oh, I cook and clean. I would expect an adult to cook and clean in the house they live in. I'm so tired of hearing that shit. Every woman can say that, oh, I cook and clean. How you cook and clean when you got 20,000 businesses, you play tennis, you go on these trips, aerobics? I don't believe you, lady. I don't believe you. And I'm sorry, yeah, at 50, I cook and clean. It's not enough of a great selling point to convince a man with more than half of a brain in his head.
is this what I'm looking for. I think the guy would be lucky to have me. I cook, I clean, I work out, all the things. So
Okay. Now, TJ, you are 48. What's the age range you want to date?
I've had some challenges with younger men, so I would like him to be 45 at minimum.
45 at minimum. And should he be in Arizona?
I will travel. I'm in an EV. I'll get on the road or get on a flight. So I'll travel.
Okay, well, let's do it. We got TJ.
So I wonder what the problem she been having with the young men. Oh, they just bust on you and never call you back? I think that's the issue she been having. I think that's the roadblock she been running into with the younger guys. And Kendra is a terrible journalist. You didn't get the age range, Kendra. She just said starting at 45. Up to what? Kendra is a horrible journalist.
I'll get on the road or get on a flight. So I'll travel.
Okay, well, let's do it. We got TJ, 48, Arizona. Now, if you travel, he got to buy the plane ticket, I'm assuming.
Yes, ma'am. Because he got that bread, remember?
That's right. Oh, because he got to have the bread at the door.
Right.
Because what you.
I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no bro.
You won't have a man because a man can't be a man when he's saddled down up to his neck in debt with a dissatisfied woman who don't give a damn. She wants more and more and more. Let me tell you something, woman.
As a man, I expect you to provide. Under no circumstances will I ever touch bills.
Got to have the bread at the door.
Right.
Because what you think TJ gonna do? Because you got to have the bread and the vitamin D.
Yes. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm closer to the last season of my life than I got so many years behind me. Yes, ma'am. My requirements are that. So
Don't play with it. All right, let me go to the dating app. So what's your name on the dating app?
TJ underscore loves love.
Aw. Underscore
TJ loves
loves.
love.
Yep. And it comes right up. TJ underscore loves love. TJ underscore loves love. You looking good, girl. Oh, they doing that. TikTok doing that. TikTok, stop putting stuff on my face, child. TJ underscore loves love. TJ underscore loves love. You can shoot your shot and send her a message. Shoot your shot, send her a message, or scroll down and push the heart, the star, and send her a gift.
The truth is, somebody taking her serious. Somebody taking her serious in a relationship. That boat sailed when she got her divorce. That boat sailed when she got her divorce at 34 with 3 kids. It's been over. It's been over. I'm sure she can get a couple guys to take her on a trip or something. But other than that, it's a wrap. All right, I'm out. Donations is dry. We didn't meet the goal for me to stay on 2 hours, so remember, how others treat you is their karma. How you treat others is your karma. Be nice to people because God's watching. And he's definitely going to ask you about that when you meet him. And remember, I'm a nice guy. I just play an asshole on the internet. And I have never done anything remotely wrong my entire life. Ever. Check out the merch link in description. I got the new Proverbs 21:9 merch up, as well as the Bible was right about women merch up. Link below. Join me on Rumble because I can get kicked off this platform any day now. Consider joining the membership. I try to do 2 exclusive live streams or episodes a week, on top of dropping 2 videos every time I drop one publicly. Other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow. RB Sensei out.